Conscious participation in manifesting our reality is critical when it comes to getting what we want. Through examining how we categorize things, we have the ability to realize the limits we place on what we perceive as our physical reality. These limitations can make our personal world a very predictable and mundane model. There are marvelous things going on around us all of the time, and often they are right in front of us, but we miss them because of our brain's ability to block out anything that doesn't fit within our models and limits. Or our true beliefs about life's workings. This is a very important fact when choosing to deliberately create a life by design. Any information that is passed into a person's awareness is first filtered through the physical senses and examined by the brain. If the brain decides to exclude a particular thing based on the limitations we've acquired and maintained, we don't even know that we perceived it in the first place. If there is something that is truly desired and it doesn't fit the model we have about life, we will not realize it. It simply won't exist in our perception of reality. In other words, all of the options are available right in front of us in fact. The only difference between experiencing a particular option and not experiencing it is what the brain filters as a match to our beliefs. This happens to each of us every day. The brain will simply deny any portion of information available if it doesn't fit the model it knows. From the brain's point of view, there can be no understanding of all of the options accessible when limitations have been placed on these options. This particular understanding gives tremendous value to the fact that we must train our brain rather than allowing it to train us if we are to have the life we truly want. To harness the law of attraction and make it work in your favor, disbeliefs will have to be initially ignored until they disappear. In their place must be dedicated conscious action regarding what we wish to create. One of the best ways to do this is to keep a what-if type of attitude and remain playful and childlike when doing so. This greatly increases the chances of disempowering limited models and beliefs. You may think something is impossible for you, but what if you allowed your mind to entertain the what-if? In other words, you may think having the amount of money or the relationship you desire will never happen. However, what if it did? Allow your mind to wander to that what if and entertain it often. Imagine for a moment that you fully create your reality, that you can have whatever you want, that you're capable of manifesting anything. How wonderful would your life be? Allow your mind to float to that beautiful place and feel how good it feels to be there. This type of mental practice takes a great deal of pressure off the manifestation itself. It's simply delighting in and engaging the thoughts. This gradually breaks down old belief systems that block desires and gives room for new manifestations of choice. If you look around you now at the life you currently live, you will discover that what you see is the product of your own decisions, choices, beliefs, limitations, and expanded awareness about life. For further validation of your creative abilities, grab a piece of paper and label it, "My Thoughts That Have Become Things." And list the things you have brought into manifestation. Examples might be my marriage, my children, my living arrangements, my career, my car, etc. Trace back the origin of these creations as far as you're able to. Try to recall when you first began thinking of each of these things. In other words, reverse the creation process and find the root cause. And if you choose, list any perceived failures that you have created in your life through the decisions and choices you've made. Through this process, you should be able to clearly see how the creation process occurs through thoughts and beliefs. By proving to yourself that you have this power, you can use it to begin manifesting goals and objectives for the future. The mind has a lot of ideas about the things it thinks it wants. These are the things that it believes are necessary to attain happiness. Whatever we think we want now comes from the mind. which is limited in its capabilities to understand what we are capable of having in our life. What we really want is to become more of who we really are, a being that is full of peace, joy, security, love, freedom, and all other things that resonate with our true essence. The bottom line is, we can have so much more than what our mind is coming up with, based on its limitations. There is nothing you truly need to be happy, although your mind may fight you on this fact. You are already perfect, whole, and complete. When we learn to embrace how this feels, life can become effortless. This doesn't mean to dismiss desires. The brain will naturally always have them. What it does mean is that reaching this state of completeness allows for a non-resistant state that opens up the previously limited model that may have dictated life. Nothing is absolutely required for our happiness. This means that we don't have to wait for anything to change to start feeling better now. There's a complete choice in thinking and feeling, and both merely take conscious effort. Even a small amount of open-mindedness is the catalyst to begin seeing results that are desired. As you continue replacing old beliefs and feeling states with new awareness, you will find your entire world beginning to brighten. It will become more interesting, mysterious, and wonderful. This is truly the meaning of life, to live fully in this amazing creation that is the physical world. And with the knowledge of how to intentionally create, there's no better time to be part of this reality than right now.